Assalamualaikum to our respect lecturer, Dr. Shafiza binti Ahmad Razi. So today I want to present the about our topic, which is the arm in agriculture. So before we going to the introduction, let let me intro about our members. There are four members, which are Muhammad Ruzaini Hafiz, Muhammad Afiq Iqbal, Muhammad Aiman Zikri, and Muhammad Haikal Ashraf. So let's proceed to the introduction of arm in agriculture. First generation, we just use the main power to do agriculture to get a lot of results for production. From the new era, we are evolving in line with technology, so we are able to use arm development to improve our agriculture in this country. Nowadays, we endeavor the agriculture with the robots or technology that which use the arm development, such as Acrobot E-series and others. So when I know more details about the arm development, let proceed with the history.
Today I'm going to explain about ARM development history. First, what is an Acorn? Acorn Rice Machine was the first chip to be built on the Acorn computer. The success of Acorn was based on their new computer model being marketed as a BBC microcomputer, partnering with British Broadcasting Corporation (BBC). In 1982, the sale of BBC microcomputer in the UK go viral, plus the collaboration with the BBC enabled Acorn to become more confident in the UK personal computer market. In 1983, the beginning of the ARM journey in our electronic device, in which a working sample were introduced 3 years after its creation by the Stephen Robert, Roger Wilson, and Robert Hilton. In 1985, the first RISC processor and ARM1 commercial yard working silicon within its initial fabrication, which happened within VLSI technology. These design goals were put into improvisation with use of not more than 35,000 transistors. In 1987, a home computer known by the name Archimedes was released as the first commercial computer using the ARM. Acorn has made a various adjustments and refined its computer model and therefore secured the highest rank in the British home and education computer market. Acorn continued their development to a superior performance chip. This led them to add 4 kilobit of data and instruction cache to the chip to offer the high performance equal to or used in the workstation on a high-end home computer. In 1990, Acorn has now created a new chip called ARM2AS after the debut of ARM3. The low energy consumption of this chip specialized has led other developers to construct a compact and low-cost portable communication device. As a result, its great performance and low energy consumption and inexpensive cost are become more popular with the developer. For the present arm, within the time demand for the high performance and low cost plus high energy efficient CPU has started to grow. ARM Ltd device is recognized worldwide by building a new link with the company through the world. The launch represents the beginning of ARM interaction with other foundries who either had or still have their design license on the various markets to be published. ARM Ltd has previously worked close to the VLSI technology, the original partner and the producer of ARM device during its collaboration with the Acorn. In January 2019, GEC Places Semiconductor, the foundry and the partner of ARM, was signed to move our scope of discussion to the United Kingdom. As a result, ARM 250 was born. Sharp Corporation of Japan signed its contract for the production and marketing, combined with its really good of ARM process in the March 1993. That's all for me. I'm going to pass our presentation to my group member to continue. Thank you.
And a very good afternoon. So my name is Muhammad Kalasha bin Muhammad Fauzi. I want to explain about um, ARMRIS and memory overview. So ARMRIS is a 32-bit and 64 reduced instruction sets computer RISC architecture created by ARM Holdings, a British firm formerly known as Advanced RISC Machines. In terms of quantity produced, it is believed to be the most commonly deployed 32-bit architecture. as of 2014, about 50 billion ARM processors had been created, according to Wikipedia. Next, about the main concept underlies RISC design because a simpler instruction set necessitates fewer transistors, consuming less power and taking up less die area. Because of the RISC architecture simplicity, ARM processors are well suited for a low power application. As a result, they now control the mobile and consumer electronics market. Approximately 98% of all mobile phones contain at least one ARM processor. Then the expert agriculture monitoring system, which is we choose this project, which is mainly focused on the modernity of the system for monitoring the agriculture condition of the field. And the ARM technology kind of help to monitoring all these activities. All these conditions are sensed with the help of connected sensors, which is humidity sensors, temperature sensors, soil moisture sensors, and more. And here we are focusing on the following application in our project system, which is to monitor the wetness and dryness of the soil, to monitor the water level of the well, to monitor the weather condition by the humidity of the ground, and to monitor the temperature of the field. Lastly, the explanation of the application, which is the soil condition. This process is using the concept of voltage drop. The differences of the compact voltage drop have gone down, and it's shown that the soil needs to be moist. After that, water level. To solve this problem, when the water level increase and reach the critical level, but the motor is still running, so we need the monitoring system to avoid the problem. And then the weather, when the humidity of the ground can determine whether the weather is hot or humid. This also can be monitored by using humidity sensor. Lastly, the temperature. Monitor the temperature of the field by temperature sensors and determine the watering determine to watering the field to keep the moist of the field to prevent die area. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to Afiq Iqbal. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Afiq bin Zulkifli, and I will be explaining about the future of ARM processor that may shape the future of our world society. Today, many ARM companies are racing to produce good ARM in order to ensure that future modernity happen faster. Many reforms were done on the ARM processor to see what change and impact that the reform brought to the daily life of the community. Many of the reforms done on the ARM processor are focused on covering the weaknesses that found in the existing ARM processor. Firstly, ARM will announce the new version of ARM Confidential Computing Architecture, which focus on the total security. ARM has essentially redesigned the chip to include a protected section for running software that a firm may not want the device user to see. This region is referred to as a new RAM by ARM, and it is different from the previous version in that it separates the secure enclave from the hardware root of trust and encryption keys. The software that runs in this new area is both segregated from the rest of the semiconductor and fully transparent to the operating system and hypervisor. The operating system remains, but the RAM are given a new manager called a RAM manager, which is a smaller piece of code. The chip vendor and OS supplier might continue to give updates to ensure the program inside the RAM remains safe, even if firm cease upgrading the software throughout the life of the device. This would be ideal for long-lasting IoT devices in the future. Buffer overload problems such as this SQL slammer attack and the use after free fall are examples of memory safety concern. So, ARM will also develop the other new solution to mitigate security flaw linked with the on-chip memory access. This new version ARMS focus on secure distributed computing show a measuring of computing paradigm that span the mainframe
or the local to client server spectrum. Then we can see that a fully distributed paradigm in which processing happen in real time dependent on data access, application latency requirement, privacy regulation, or the amount of energy available to the device. In a nutshell, this new architecture for the future is built with two goals in mind: flexibility and security. So, we can say that all companies are struggling to make improvement on processor for make our life more easier. Thank you.
Alright, we proceed to the conclusion of the arm in agriculture. So there are a lot of benefits since we are using agriculture compared to the traditional agriculture. As we can see, the large production results because of the soil acidity care technology. After that, it can reduce the workforce by placing the arm technology to take over the human works. Lastly, the arm technology guaranteed quality results by detecting the presence of insects and others. We can conclude that the arm in agriculture is suitable to use to improve the agriculture sector as best as possible. That's all. Thank you.